My name is Lamont Paul Lomire. My interest in agriculture started during childhood and grew in 1990. When I was the director of a nationwide literacy program, we faced an alarming discovery. We started our classes with 30 people, but by the end of the 6-month cycle, we had only 2 or 3 or even only 1 person graduating. I was puzzled and tried to find out what was the cause. I noticed a great decline of the food production in the rural areas where we had our program. We decided that we should help them with technical assistance. Meanwhile, a friend of mine had heard about an agriculture program in California and encouraged me to go and study sustainable, biointensive agriculture, which I did. Unfortunately, after I returned to Haiti, my life took a different curve. I found myself in other fields of activity other than farming. However, 4 years ago, I moved here, where they couldn't produce anything except sugarcane. Here where I stand, they used to raise animals or play soccer because the soil was so poor. To me, the problem was poor soil. Since then, I decided to improve the soil in order to grow food. We started first with raised beds with no great success. Meanwhile, I discovered research done in 1927 on root depth. By an American botanist, John Weaver. Bingo. I understood why nothing could grow here. I noticed that we're dealing with heavy clay. I noticed that we're dealing with heavy clay, with very compacted soil, where only the first 3 inches of topsoil could grow food. Compared with John Weaver's research, which said in an ideal soil, corn would go as deep as 18 inches deep, eggplants to 36 inches, pumpkin to 48 inches deep. Now we know why people could not grow food here. Based on those facts, we decided that before we could grow a crop, we needed to know the depth of the roots and have the appropriate soil for it to develop. According to the latest study on bananas by the University of Florida, the roots could go as deep as 5 feet, and the horizontal roots could go up to 16 feet to get nutrients. This is why you can see those healthy bananas here.
Bien entendu, il y a un bon autre facteur encore que nous mettons en considération. Tout d'abord, nous entrons dans une logique de couverture avec des plantes de couverture.
The other factors we take into consideration are cover tops and mulching. You can see okra, beans, you can see mulch. This is to allow the roots to find space to develop. Once we dig the hole and plant whatever is needed, if it is papaya, okra, pineapples, etc., leaving a soil naked can lead to soil degradation. With clay, it's even worse. Leaving it exposed to the sun could kill the microorganisms in the soil. You don't want that.
Non seulement on couvrir sol là avec paillage, mais ici là nous choisi 4 types de poids qui permettent que nous ramasser tout qui dans l'air pour mettre dans le sol là. Premier poids que nous prenons c'est poids ça.
Besides the mulching, we chose 4 types of beans to fix the atmospheric nitrogen in the soil. The first bean is jack beans to fix nitrogen in the soil because of its deep roots that would feed the bacteria in the soil and add organic matter to the soil. The second bean is black-eyed peas. This does the same job, feeding many types of bacteria into the soil and also adding nitrogen and also acting as a mulch. We also use cowpeas, which have the potential to add lots of organic matter into the soil.